All right, guys. Hopefully, some of you are still on here. Let me know how it looks and how it sounds. I'm using a what do you call it? Hotspot. So hopefully the hotspot can hold for the next 10 minutes while we do this thing. So anyway, yeah. Again, part of being prepared, right? Even a fucking hotspot because I bought the hotspot so when I go camping, I can use it out there. Well, Uh, we have complete internet outage here, so that's what the hotspot is coming in handy. So if it starts lagging a little bit, let me know. I think it's lagging a little bit now, because my wife's gonna jump on and do her thing. So anyway, let's get it out of the way. Let's get this out of the way as quick as we possibly can. So start of the day for the Wednesday morning midweek report, August 24th, 2022. We're going to start with the diplomat that was released after a rape. Now, uh, as, as as much as a lot of us hate diplomats, just because of their bullshit and their bullshit power that they're given, this story seems a little odd. All right, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole as to say she's lying because she could be telling the truth, but the story nonetheless is still odd. So, the diplomat's name is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but I think it's Olia. That's his last name. He is a United Nations diplomat. He was accused of raping his neighbor in Upper Manhattan over the weekend. NYPD cops released him because of his diplomatic immunity. Right? A lot of you remember, what was that? Lethal Weapon 2, right? So Lethal Weapon 2, diplomatic immunity. Anyway, so with that, he was released. So the State Department wouldn't say whether or not the diplomat left the country. Now the diplomat is 46 years old. I'm not sure what his position is. No one had stated such. The U.S. government is seeking to revoke his immunity, but we do not comment on specifics of ongoing investigation. That is the go-to for any State Department or any police department when they are trying to unravel a mess. So, with that being said, they said that they can't talk about the investigation. They absolutely can because it's in the fucking news. And if I'm not mistaken, he's on United States ground. That is public information. But of course, national security is the other bullshit they're going to hide behind. Anyway, so these two people, according to the woman, didn't know each other. He had forced himself into the apartment. He rang on the doorbell. He forced herself to the apartment. He pinned her against the wall. He rapes her the first time with a condom. Then the second time he rapes her, he does it without a condom on the couch. The victim said that she was in shock after the attack. She went to sleep, but later called 911 after her friends convinced her to report the matter. She was transferred to Columbia or taken to Columbia University Medical Center. I don't know what the fuck Columbia University Medical Center is, unless they're talking about not Presbyterian. Columbia University Medical Center has got to be the old St. Luke's Hospital, I think. Anyway, with that, guys, this diplomatic immunity should definitely has to go away of the which. Hey, do not go in and out of the room when I'm doing this. Again, the kids always want to act up when I'm doing this shit. Anyway, with that, we're going to move on to the next subject. Hopefully, this thing holds for as long as it can. The Bronx accounts for 1/3 of all of New York City's murder, guys. So there were 83 murders this year in the Bronx. That's nearly a third of the 261 homicides uh, from the beginning of this year to August 7th. So we are now August 24th. So this is a bit old. The 48th precinct and the 52nd precinct had, with 11 murders, I think, combined. Uh, they saw a 22% climb in murders in the 52nd precinct, which covers Kingbridge up north. Sorry, up north. Norwood, Bronx Park, and University Heights were also up a whopping, this is according to the news, a whopping 267% of crime, or rather murders. Sorry. So again, guys, the mayor, Dickface, not de Blasio, but the new one, the black one, this asshole is worried about hanging out and clubbing. Hochul is worried about the salesman or the word salesman being used, and we have crime and murder spiking throughout the entire state of New York, and they're doing nothing about it. So again, guys, this lends to the shit that Democrats do. And people, I've spoken to so many Democrats. Adams, yes, Daryl Calhoun, Adams. I've spoken to so many Democrats, and none of them, well, they'll always say Democrats are doing good things. And I go, name one thing. And they'll sit there and they'll go, exactly. You can't even think of one thing that the Democrats have done. They haven't done shit. This forgivable loan shit, the $10,000 forgiveness, all it does is it's cut off 10 grand off of these people's bills. It's not the whole thing. It's going to cost the U.S. citizen, us taxpayers, $300 billion. So they're going to tack that forgiveness, guys, on the back end. So again, Democrats are fucking racking it up and doing a great job, man. T. Smalls, unfortunately, voting them out is not the way. I think we are far past voting them out. I think, unfortunately, we have to go the other route. The other route that I've been trying to not mention on here, but a lot of you know what I mean, that is the only way we can get them out, and it's by force. We cannot vote them out. They will not leave. They're like fucking cancer. You can't wish them away. You can't chemo it away. You have to cut them out of the system. That's how it works. And being that these people are fucking very cancerous and very bad for our society, that's the way we go, guys. Anyway, Pell Grants, $20,000 off if students had a Pell Grant. No shit. Thank you for that, Nicole. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. So anyway, guys, 1/3 of the New York City crime is in the Bronx. Imagine. I mean, not imagine. The Bronx is, listen, the Bronx has always been a bad area in New York. Always. Especially the South Bronx. The South Bronx, and now it seems like the Northern Bronx is like the Wild West. You got certain spots in Brooklyn that are still bad, but not so much because you have a lot of hipsters moving there and changing shit around. So, yeah. We got diplomats raping women, and we got crime running rampant, and nothing is being done. But they're focused on gender-neutral terms. Anyway, guys. So, this is in Australia. A woman sues a psychiatrist for approving her gender transition after one meeting. So this asshole decides to go see a psychiatrist because for her to get her gender transition surgery, she had to, or treatment, sorry, she had to go see a psychiatrist. So she goes to see a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist, after the first meeting, goes, granted, and grants her her transition. But now this idiot is now suing. Keep in mind, she started this when she was 19. She is now 30 years old, so it's almost 10 years later. Or it's 11 years later, sorry. An Australian woman who transitioned to male before realizing it was a mistake is suing a psychiatrist after he approved her male to female hormone treatment following a single meeting. Later signed off on 2 surgeries to remove her breast and uterus. Now this bitch is going, I want my uterus. My titties. Well, now, yeah, you can probably get plastic surgery for the breast, but for the uterus, once that's removed, it's removed. It's done. So the specialist wrote that Langdo, this is the last name of the woman who's suing, Langendinitis, whatever, sounds like a disease anyway, was very young and needed a thorough psychiatric workup before embarking on hormone treatment, according to the statement that's filed in the claim by the New South Wales Supreme Court and cited by the Sydney Morning Herald newspaper. After his first meeting with the teen, Tooney is the psychiatrist, that Langiagitis, whatever the fuck it is, suffers from gender dysphoria and was fit for testosterone therapy. Again, guys, this is now biting them in the ass. And this is a good case of be careful what you wish for. Because these people are thinking they're helping these psych patients. Because keep in mind, guys, these gender neutral or transitioning people or women and men are psychologically damaged. That is a fucking fact. Yes, psychiatrists will argue that they're not, but they absolutely are. This psychiatrist said she had gender dysphoria. Therefore, she needs the surgery. It's not, well, Daryl, it's not gender dysphoria. It's something far deeper than that. Gender dysphoria is a lazy man's term to getting what you want. Oh, she has gender dysphoria. Oh, he has gender dysphoria. Treatment and surgeries for all my friends. That is a lazy man's term. That is you not looking deep or diving deeper into the person's psyche to see what the fuck is going on. Because clearly they have other problems. Now, 11 years later, this bitch is like, my titties are gone and my uterus is gone. What do I do? I can't have kids because I can guarantee you in the court proceedings, she's going to bring that up. I can't, breastfeed cats. I don't know why she would breastfeed cats because my titties are gone. So now what? If you're an unstable person, gender dysphoria is not the diagnosis. Again, that's lazy. And we're seeing a lot of lazy bullshit lately, guys. But that is by far the laziest fucking diagnosis you can give somebody because it's an easy now. Once you give them gender dysphoria, they can get their surgery. But now, 11 years later, it's biting them in the ass. So it's good. This is a good thing. Is a protected disability, federal. Well, yeah, Christian Prepper. I guess it's here in the United States. I know that gender dysphoria is a protected disability, but it's a bullshit disability. It's not real. All right. Again, it's a lazy man's fucking way out. It's a psychiatrist's way out. But whatever. Nonetheless, guys, this is biting this doctor in the ass, and now he has to go to court and answer this shit. And I hope this is a lesson for all the other doctors. Now, we are here, guys, in this country. We're experiencing them wanting to start transitioning treatment on kids. Now, one lady was bragging about as young as 3. Not so much treatment, not so much meds, because I don't think you can give meds to kids as 3, but helping them decide what gender they are as young as 3. If your kids are having a fucking problem to find out what sexuality or what gender they are, point at their dick and vagina when they're kids. That's what you got and that's what you are. And that's it. This bullshit of them trying to find themselves at 3 years old is bullshit. A 3-year-old shouldn't be worried about their fucking gender. A 3-year-old should be worried about playing with dolls, dirt, rocks, fucking big wheels or Hot Wheels, or whatever the fucking toy it is. That's what 3-year-olds should be worried about, not their gender. When they're worried about their gender, that's the parents fucking projecting onto their kids. Anyway, enough of that rant. So this is going to be more of a problem, guys. We will be seeing more people, men and women, suing psychiatrists and doctors for transitioning, for gender transitions. We will see that down the line. I guarantee it. Because I think we've said this before, and I'll say it again. These people are psych patients. Daryl Calhoun. Yes, listen, you could bring up the definition of what a dysphoria is. It still doesn't change the fact that it's bullshit. It is. Accompanied by depression, anxiety, and agitation. That's bullshit. There are people out there today who have depression, anxiety, and agitation just based on the state of the world. That doesn't mean we have a dysphoria. That just means we're pissed off at the bullshit that's going on. And yeah, all right, you're saying that's a psychiatric context. It's bullshit. These people have a deeper issue. And it's being proven right now with cases like this. So all the gender dysphoria and all the bullshit that they try to diagnose these kids with, it's bullshit. Because it's coming back to bite them in the ass. There was a lady who sat with, a girl, teenager, who sat with, not Glenn Beck, the other dude, the condescending asshole I can't stand on Fox News. He does hit a couple points. But nonetheless, it was a girl that sat with him saying she made a mistake. And she's 19. She started her transition when she was 11. Now she's turning around, and there are thousands, if not tens of thousands of cases, guys, of people turning around and saying, I made a mistake in transitioning. Sorry, Daryl Calhoun, I read your thing wrong. My bad. But yeah, I get your point now. I get what you were saying. It's bullshit, guys. It's all bullshit. We all have some kind of fucking ailment. You're gonna fucking sit there and go, oh, he's got something dysphoria. No, motherfucker, dive deep. Stop being lazy and find out why these people want their dicks cut off and their breasts put in jars. That's what we have to do. But we're not doing that. We're taking the lazy way out. Everybody's taking a lazy way out. But that's a Tucker. Thank you, Tucker Carlson. Thank you, Hudson Valley. Yeah, he had a chick that he was interviewing, and she fucking said that she messed up. Though she didn't get her breast removed, and her mother was so fucking hardcore about not having any operation done that she headed her off, and the girl found out that she had other issues. And now she's dating a dude. Go figure. Anyway, guys, This is bullshit. It's enough already. So, moving right along. All right, guys, this is going to get ugly. This last part is going to get really ugly. So hold on to your fucking, your panties, your boots, whatever the fuck you need to hold on to, your couch, because this is going to get fucking bad. A patient with monkeypox also had undiagnosed HIV. To be specific, he had a aggressive HIV in his body. He was also diagnosed with syphilis and monkeypox. Right? So he had monkeypox, HIV, and syphilis. Okay, I'm trying to get the words because what I'm about to say, it's gonna fucking tear into the gay men community. I mean, like I give a fuck. But these people, guys, yes, and I said it, these people are breeding something else. Now, this guy, guys, he has monkeypox, he was undiagnosed with HIV, and his nose is rotting off his face. I wish I could share the picture with you guys, but I'm going to put it on my Instagram on Under the Angry Truth. I will show a picture of what this guy looks like. Um, and again, his face is blurred, so you really can't see who he is, but he has pock marks all over his face, and his nose is absolutely falling off. He has something way more devious going on in his body. Again, the picture shows the man with a decayed nose, partially decayed nose. It wasn't partially decayed. It was fucking decayed. It was falling off. And then he had sores all over his face and his mouth. Now, he had sores all over his face. Now, unless he was fucking dick diving with his face, I don't know how he got it all over his forehead and shit. But nonetheless, guys, that's where it was. But the nose part was more concerning than the monkeypox itself. So he wind up having HIV, monkeypox, and syphilis. All three were sexually transmitted. So again, we are supposed to sit here and feel sorry for this fucking asshole? Why? You went out of your way to dick dive. Right? I don't know if he was rubbing the fucking balls on his face, but his nose is falling off, guys. It's, again, bad. Fucking bad. And is this guy or these people, the gay men, are they or will they brew something else, something worse? Now, there was a super HIV, a super AIDS virus almost 10, 15 years ago now. This guy here in New York City, guys, in the Village, you can look it up yourself. He died within days of being symptomatic. So they don't know how long he had it, but as soon as he was symptomatic, he went to the hospital and they watched this man decline in the hospital, and then he was dead. They called it super HIV or super AIDS. I can't remember what they called it, but he was dead. He was done. Now, not hopefully, but it died with him. The disease, guys, was so fast moving, it killed him within days, and that's a good thing because it died with him and it didn't spread to anyone else. But this guy looks like shit, and all you guys, you yourself could right now type in patient with monkeypox, HIV, and rotting nose, and you will see the picture that I'm talking about. It's fucking bad that we went down this road. I'm like, what the actual fuck, right? And now again, we're supposed to feel sorry for this dude. Now, the man who has not been identified, also diagnosed with syphilis, HIV, and monkeypox, which were sexually transmitted. Here's the bigger problem. Where the fuck was it sexually transmitted? Like, what fucking cock party was this guy at where he had all of these diseases in one? Now, clearly, guys, this guy is going to need a new nose. He's going to need a new life because he's just going to look like shit now. And now I can guarantee you he's fucking regretting it. Happy Peasant Homestead said, just saw it. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly, guys. What the fuck? What is going the fuck on here? I mean, like, seriously, forget the HIV part, but the syphilis and monkeypox. That they join together, they join hands, and then they become this super fucking bug. Yo, and again, not my fucking problem, not our problem. As long as we're not fucking dumpster diving or whatever the fuck this guy was doing, dick diving, we shouldn't have anything to worry about. But still, Hammer AZ, thank you for the donation, guys. This is fucking bad. This is super fucking bad. So I didn't want to talk about it. But I said, fuck it, I'll touch on it. I won't touch it. I will touch on it. But and whatever. It's fucking it's a nightmare, guys. Whatever. It's a super fucking bad thing. So we're going to talk about Kathy Hochul's death of a salesman. All right, so you can't use the word salesman here in New York State. She says she signed salespeople into law. How do you sign salespeople into law? Just fucking use it. Guys, when politicians start signing in words as law, there's a fucking problem. Because that means we are absolutely headed towards an authoritarianism society. We are already in one or partially in one now. But that is a complete fucking transition. Now, Kathy Hochul said, or rather Danny O'Donnell in Manhattan, of course a Democrat, says jobs have no gender. Yes, they do. But unfortunately, many of our state's laws still use gendered language when discussing professions that are practiced by people of all genders. State Senator Anna Kaplan said of the bill that she sponsored with Assemblyman, Danny O'Donnell. So Senator Anna Kaplan, uh, uh, Nassau County Democrat, says that we need to change the language. Forget about crime. Forget about food shortage. Forget about all the bullshit that we're facing. We're worried about gender neutral terms. We're worried about gender neutral terms, guys, for less than 1% of that population. That population. So part of the LGBT population is about 5% of the entire country. 5. The pronoun idiots are less than 1%. Transgender are less than 1% as well. We are moving mountains for less than 1% of the population. We are changing vocabulary around for less than 1% of the population. Keep that in mind. We're not worried about the kids that are dying in the street or people who can't find homes or people who can't find food because the food pantries are running dry or getting there anyway. But we're worried about fucking gender neutral words. Fucking weird. Super weird if you ask me. But that's the society we're in right now. Anyway, with that, guys, I think, well, we made 20 minutes without any fucking bad shit happening. Black Star Boys, keep calling them mates then. Fuck it. I don't get, listen. I call, you know what? This is how sensitive a society we are. And I know a lot of you women are going to have an issue with this, but I'm going to fucking say it anyway. Growing up, I was always taught respect. I was always told to say yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Right? Now, in today's society, even with women who are not pronoun crazy, if you call a woman ma'am, they have an issue with it. Oh, Ken Elsbach, the Troll King. I wouldn't call you the Troll King, but thank you for showing up today. Anyway, guys. So now, when you say yes, ma'am, to a woman, some women lose their shit over it. I'm not a ma'am. I said, the fuck you are. You got a vagina between your legs. You're a fucking man. And they go, but that's so offensive. How the fuck is being respectful offensive now? This is where we are in society today. If I say sir to a guy, they're like, well, I'm not that old. It's not about age, motherfucker. It's about you are a sir. You got a cock between your legs. It's sir, right? If you say thank you, ma'am, some women will go out of their way to correct you. And I don't get it. I'm like, where the fuck did society... And this is everyone now. This is not just the pronoun party or the LGBT. This is everyone. When you call somebody ma'am, that's just a sign of respect. That's it. It's nothing else more than that. It's not calling you old. It's not calling you fucking, again, an old lady. It's just what it is. It's ma'am. Sir. That's it. But people want to fucking be bent out of shape about it. I call a couple people ma'am. They're like, ma'am. I'm like, yes, you're a ma'am. We're gonna have this fight, and they leave it alone. They're like it's not worth getting in an argument because someone was trying to be respectful. No, Jeanette, ma'am is not meant for older women. That's a big, giant misconception. Ma'am is for women, not older women. I've called my daughter ma'am. If you look at the word ma'am and you look at the history of ma'am, women, girls, little girls, kids, little females, right? You would call them ma'am. And I've always called little ladies ma'am, old women ma'am, and in between. It is a giant misconception. That's it. Now, calling somebody, I don't know, Mrs. I guess you could take issue with that, but still, that's respectful. It's not saying, "Hey, vagina, come over here." "Hey, lady with the big ass titties, come here." That's disrespectful. But calling somebody ma'am is now disrespectful. Like again, I don't understand how society's gotten that far. And listen, if you call somebody ma'am and they get bent out of shape, they're looking for an argument. All right, so that's how I look at it. Ken L. In New York City, you're right. You're probably not sure if they're female or not, but nonetheless, it's a term of respect, guys. That's all it is. If I was sitting there like, "Hey, bitch, come over here," or someone holds the door for me, "Thank you, bitch." Like imagine if I did that. That would be super offensive, right? But again, guys, it's not. It's just a sign of respect. "Hey, sir, what's going on?" I say that to kids that are younger than me. "What's going on, sir?" Right? It's the same fucking thing. But whatever. It seems like everybody wants to fight something these days. And so now that their bone to pick is, I'm not a liberal, I'm a conservative. But if you called me ma'am, that makes you a liberal. That makes you a cockbag liberal. I mean, seriously. If you're going to fight somebody for showing respect, you have fucking bigger problems. You know? But anyway, guys, yeah, listen, we made it. We made it at past 20 minutes. Fuck yeah. Off that little device. It's called the Solus. It actually works. When it works fine. He says, Ken L goes, "I was talking about your daughter." So now Ken L wants to talk about my daughter. But guess what, Ken? You're not going to fucking bait me. Because we know what you are, Ken. So anyway. So, yes. These day and age, guys, people are always looking for a fight. That's all it is. Because I can't believe calling somebody a man will end up in an argument. I'm not that old. You don't have to be old. You just have to have a vagina between your legs for me to call you ma'am. That's it. Call me ma'am, I don't care. Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't care. I didn't see your vulva, right? I mean, if you got, listen, the pronoun people where they're like they, us, they, we, I still call them ma'am. And I could see that a lot of them are like trying with the boy cut, haircut, and all this other bullshit. I'm still calling you ma'am, Please and thank you. Exactly, farmer son prepping. Please, thank you, yes sir, no sir. Right? Yes ma'am, no ma'am. Absolutely. That's all it is. Yeah, Rick and Karen, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be fucking surprised. I tell you that right. Yeah, yes, Cunt L is at it again. He's trying too hard, though. That would be, I know where Kent lives. Man, send him over a present. If you know where the guy lives, that'd be awesome. Listen, I don't know. I don't know why people play stupid games on here, but like you said, he can say whatever he wants to say. He's doing it for effect. They, them, call us. Yeah, and the they, them pronoun people, I'm like, come on, dude, seriously? Like, what the fuck? The they, them, us, we, my pronoun is cat. My pronoun is tree. I'm like, fucking, really? Again, trying to lick my balls. DS Private, nice one. I don't know, man. It's we are in an offensive world today where everybody's offended. You have to dig deep to offend me, like really deep. You could talk about my wife, you could talk about my kids. I don't get offended. Now, should we meet and you try to hurt my wife and kids? That's a different ballgame. But you can talk shit about anybody in my family. I don't care. I don't. Because it's words. And it's words meant to ignite somebody anger. For example, Kent L talking shit. I'm going to get pissed off and angry over a guy that's sitting on the other side of a computer like a coward. Like, I'm not going to sit there and argue with a guy on another side of, I don't know where the fuck he is, whether he's in Pennsylvania or he's in fucking, Alaska. It doesn't matter. But he's a coward for talking the shit he's talking. If he was to meet me one-on-one and talk that shit, that'd be a different ballgame altogether. But again, falling into the bullshit, that's what it seems like everybody wants. Everybody wants to fucking fight and argue. Why? Let's have Mike go back to work. Nice. It's just insane, man. I think we are all, not all, but I think most of society is looking for an argument. Most of society is looking to fucking start some shit. That's the only thing I can think of. You know, um, but I just can't believe we're at a point now where if you misgender somebody, you can you can get in trouble with your job. You could lose your job. You can get fired. You can get reprimanded for talking for looking at a chick and saying, "Excuse me, ma'am, come over here." I'm not a ma'am. I'm a they, we, and us. Seriously, you know somebody's trans, but you know clearly it's a dude, and you're like, "Yo, dude, cut it out." I'm not a dude. I'm a lady. No, dude, fucking that dude looks like a lady and it's not, right? So again, um, we're looking to fight everything, man. Marie's daughter, I got to mess with him. Mess with. Very good. But anyway, guys, with that being said, I am hungry. I was supposed to eat fucking an hour ago, man. But with all this bullshit going on, trying to figure out the internet, trying to make sure my wife's squared away with her shit, uh, I sort of missed my meal mark. But whatever. Doesn't matter. So, guys, with that, we are going to go off the air now. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for dealing with my bullshit yet again. It's always something. Oh, the internet's back on now. Very good. And they got it back on sooner than they said. They told us 3:30 and it's back on now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for dealing with my bullshit. And I will see you guys Thursday or Friday. All right? Yes, and we will make fun of fat ass fat kids later on in the week. Billy. All right, guys? Thank you.